absolute best work. And Olaf, his stats on Mirage in this event alone, they're looking good. So turn your eyes to the Swede and see what he can deliver here, because Navi, they're knocking on the door of that grand final. And here we go, pissed around underway. Navi on the T side and over towards the B bomb site. They're heading early. Olaf, the man in question, volleyed out of position. The 1x bet odds favor Navi even more so now. It's blown out for Faze.
They're just going to commit to B. Lots of util. Carrion's got the incendiary. That's not bad. Not a bad cop. And, ooh, they're in. Needs a headshot. They're just too bouncy. Does actually pluck Bit's head from his shoulders. And now one bullet left in the chamber. And he won't have a chance. Jumping into his face. Olaf's met Simple as well. And Rain and Twist going to be well disconnected from the pack.
Well, Boom just heard this as well. He's calming a lot now.
Rain would need the insta headshot. Crawls into the crosshair and oof, he's found it. Okay, game on. 3v3. Bomb ticking every second in favor of Navi. Simple to check in on apps and looking for Rain. And oh, it's too easy for him. Just been smurfing in our first map. And okay, couple of taps. Brokey actually aggressing on the reload. Time-sensitive mission for him and just being played with here. They'll be able to run that clock down. It's a good headshot. I'm not sure if Electronic can contest that. Baits the shot, hits it. Lovely stuff. Definitely looks like Brokey's awake tonight.
Yeah, crispy shots right there, and the extra money is going to be fantastic for him going into what should be a Phase 4 spy here. Everybody from Navi goes down, but crisis averted. Round gets lobbed onto that scoreboard there, and they kick it off with a 1-0 start. Now, there's Robin, the coach of Faze.
Oh, that's not what you want to see, is it? When your Faze clan second round forced by to see a simple Electronic go for full Kev AK. Yee! Let's go.
It was some really nice shots from Brokey there. I think that is a good sign, right? That he's still hitting him. We talked about how much of an influential factor he was for this team against Gambit.
What are you up to?
Well, he's taken his control very quickly here, and Simple actually pressed up to the wall. Can hear a lot of sound cues if Faze get lazy about their movements. Boomich with the MAC-10 on his lonesome, taking control of middle. Whatever info he gets here might spur his teammates further on towards A, but he's drawn a lot of attention. It's a heavy B lean out of Faze on this one.
Same as the pistol. Boomich is going to be the util boy. Drop the same smoke, molly the window, feign the presence. Electronic meeting up with Simple with these aforementioned AKs, and they're about to walk into a pretty wide open A site. Rain's got nothing to report. He's just been staring at mid after that smoke was deployed, and he's hearing steps now. Every peek he makes is gonna be found. Damn, Simple, quick to execute. Now the site should be theirs.
I think Boomich is spotted here. They're all jumping out a window right now. They might try and push him and take this MAC-10 away. Easy as you like there. So they've isolated Boomich, but time spent on that, and Simple's been able to push forward. CT spawn removed from the equation right now, and just these upgraded pistols and armor to be held onto. That scout for Brokey could be vital in the next round if he can find some space and a couple of tags. The MAC-10 could be dropped across. There'll still be the deagle left for Olaf, and the force buy for round number 3 will still be looking tidy. But Bit, he's starting to get a bit of a move on here.
Simple once more.
Oh, they're actually going to boost him up. I thought you'd send the MAC-10 into the hidey hole of the vent room, but allowing Simple to elevate up. They're all over towards the B apartments here, so it's going to be very, very difficult to get any more frags in a round like this. Bomb goes off. Second round posted, and oh, clean as you like there. Boomich the only man to go down. You're not going to have too many worries with that. He did his job perfectly. Showed presence. They had to isolate him. Drew them all on in.
Yeah, and conditioned nicely. He'll continue to do that, I imagine, just the point where we do see those, more 1-3-1s on the T side. When they do have presence in middle, it's not going to feel any different to when there was just Boomich. This was quick.
Yeah,
just
wasn't
as soon as Rain showed up.
I think one of the cool things here, just with the way that Navi approached this round, is they're using their individuals, the two sharpest tools in the shed, as we referenced them, just to walk forward with the AKs and take fights. They have so much confidence in these two. Boomich taking this mid-control again. Window smoked off, connected the same, and well, this time Simple's dealing with a B push here. Could get tagged up by the scout of Brokey. Needs to be careful. Brokey flashed off, put on notice, and immediately drops on back. So just that presence alone will keep the feet planted.
Oh, Olaf spied out Electronic. They know there's a CT towards that dark position. Bit's going looking, and a very precise headshot with his MAC-10. Just a deagle for Rain, no Kev, and that shouldn't be lasting much longer. Wallbangs are plenty. He's been tagged up down to 22. Navi, though, they are taking their time. They're doing this methodically. Smokes will bloom. Electronic peeking ahead of it just for the info and knows that the scout's now jungle side. And one by one they fall. And to the MAC-10, no less. Bit's going to be happy to have pocketed some extra $600 kill rewards, and the rest just falling into place nicely. Simple taking CT.
Twister's pretty committed here.
He's even wallbanging him. Oh, you just can't escape. You just can't. 6 and 1 already. Just 2 rounds into the play. Averaging 3 kills per round, and this third one is falling in nicely as well.
I think Brokey holding on to that Kevlar might not be too bad, mate. He is seeing if he can find anything. I don't think damage is going to do a whole lot. He needs to be careful. If he steps out too far, simple to take him down. The smoke on the bomb, that's going to keep them close enough, but everybody should be safe here. Bits far enough away from the play. Brokey's going to hold on to his goodies too. Boomich and Perfecto are coming, but no time to do so. So we'll get to hold on to... Oh, jeez, all right. The bounding Mac-10 around the corner, always scary. So he gets to hold on to that Kevlar, right? He can upgrade into that AWP. The scout can get dropped. He had the deagle. So that's actually really good for Brokey because what it's allowed him to do, you can take a look at the left-hand side of your screen, is have utility alongside of that, right? It would have been a little bit light on. Good stuff here. As soon as you knew there were presence in apartments, you're taking space elsewhere. Just a give and take like that. Very well done from Navi, and a clean 3-0 start here to get things underway. But gun rounds, it looks like there's a heavy mid presence right now.
Game time. Navi are looking sharp. Let's see if Faze can give them a run for their money now. All the guns, all the bells and whistles you could possibly desire. Bit aggressing towards that smoke, and just missed the mantle on towards the bench. They might want to get someone into window, and they will.
This is quick, really quick.
Holding this. No one's holding this. Boomich slipping through. Oh, Brokey looks the wrong way, and the AWP's gone just to a Mac-10 as well.
On his own.
The stars have aligned perfectly here for Navi. Carrigan got so much to do. Even landed the dink on the Mac-10. Carrigan wants to play around his own smoke. And he has done that so nicely, trying to isolate some duels. Perfecto spots him out. Electronic already towards the kitchen, and there it goes. Falls apart. God, that's quick.
I don't want to say it, but I feel like it should be a save here already from Faze. If they can get that AWP off the ground, then that would probably be a positive for them.
He's got it.
Yeah, so they picked that up, and you just have to call this off, right? We're talking about modern-day Counter-Strike. You've been hearing that throughout. Things have evolved. Matthew on the desk is saying that Counter-Strike, you know, it's just getting better and better, and the players, well, to give themselves as many chances, they have to go for saves like this.
Yeah, and I mean, just to give you an example, like, when you watch Gambit versus Navi, Nafany spends every single round staring at the window smoke light. Like, just holding that push, holding that boost. It does sometimes look a bit silly, but you can see what happens when no one's doing it.
Ooh,
Twists. Lots of steps, and doesn't even take one with him. That's going to hurt. And these rounds, they've been brutal. Like, it's not been fun for Faze. You can see the pained expressions on their face. They've not been winning the duels and starting to run away from them. And now, I will highlight that there was an absence of timeouts on Inferno. And you know, we talk about sometimes games just, they get away from you, you kind of black out, and it's 7-0, and you've kind of lost the half already. Well, we are at 4-0, and it seems like Faze have heard me. They will be taking a timeout just to kind of piece together their mind, especially after losing your superstar, your highest rated player on Mirage on his first AWP round, instantly to a Mac-10. And look at the smile on his face. Yeah, he knows what he did.
Yeah, perfect play there, right? And you just have to consider they had those Mac-10s, so the fact that it was the likes of Bit and Boomich going close window, if they die, there's still the AKs to operate with. Now, it works out perfectly, and you don't even have to get into that discussion. Things just go great for Navi. It does force this timeout, and I think it's really important that they call them this time around. Now, it's not even to have the ability for Robert to contribute too much, because Carrigan's a really strong in-game leader, right? He's one of those guys who's going to be leading the troops all the way through, making the calls. Sure, he'll take some suggestions, but Carrigan's one of the OGs, right? So it's not that, you know, they're not handing the baton between the coach and the in-game leader like some of these newer squads that you're seeing a bit more and more of. But the timeout has expired. We're back underway. We have the AWP. It's been given back to Brokey here, so he gets another crack of the whip. We'll be getting boosted up towards the vent. And for good reason. Windows immediately smoked. Boomich parking that bus up behind the mid-box. And Navi, name of the game right now is locating where these saved guns are. Right, you have a pretty good idea that that AWP could have been picked up. You know that there's likely an M4 left over as well. I'm going to start searching and just prodding around the map for any early info that you can find.
All off, they heard that. Boosting above him, and none caught out again. First opening death again for Olofmeister, the Swede. Silenced. Brokey in the right place and hits the right shot. Perfecto down. Does not deter Navi. They're on the way. Spotted out as well. They know Brokey's pushed into the site. He's trying to isolate a duel and another, this time to the spine. Boomich gone. Cut down to size. Tagged out. Rain with the repeat. Looks great for FaZe Clan. They line him up and they knock him down. Big finds across the board. Carrigan will scoop up an AK in the last second.
That was chaos, right? That felt really good. You get Boomich taking down Olof's presence, then they run into the site. And the fact was, as soon as you saw Navi continue forward after that opening kill from Brokey, they were committed. There was no way back at that point, right? You could see Boomich trying to slink on back around the corner, but that caught him into a bit of trouble. And this is great for Brokey. He did get another crack with the AWP, and he makes it count in a big way. 3 kills for him in that one. Rain and Twists on the rifle.
Okay.
Yeah, Faze are going to grab their first round here on the CT side, but they need to be looking for consecutives.
I think Faze definitely kind of converted or reminded a lot of fans to get their Faze jerseys out of the cupboard in that quarterfinal performance. I mean, taking down Gambit, the world #1. Everyone's expecting to see Gambit versus Navi here in the semi. Faze have changed the script. See if they can continue to cause any more chaos in this bracket.
This is a B fake right now, and Carrigan is the B holder, so applying a bit of pressure to him early, you're going to be a bit more skittish with the rotations. He's going to dump his utility a little bit quicker. They're now working on mid control, and Olaf actually has that secondary AWP, so might have a shot here onto Boomich for free.
Boomich spotted him out. Olaf, smart, peeks in, converts, and Perfecto's trying to test B. Very aggressive, breaks his legs. Carrigan, despite the flash, stands his ground. Running out of chances, Navi. Olaf does have 2 players on either side of him, which means he will be having his head on a swivel.
Rain's flanking all this.
Could have a go, or they've spotted him out. Olaf trying to dance with Bit, but the flash is too much. His crosshair just burning. And Electronic provides another. Electronic needs a double here. Under a lot of scrutiny, damage inflicted. It's on to Rain to come up clutch. He's coming in from short, and Bit's his first victim. That's a start. Electronic on the site, gets the bomb down. And Rain, interesting, trying to maneuver back across, trying to have the element of surprise.
This is quick, this is very quick. Electronic's coming towards Kitchen now as well. He's going to be in that checkers position.
Consider it for a second. Rain looking the wrong way. He needs to adjust. What a snap from the Norwegian. Oh my, comes down to the closest of margins. Electronic, you can see his awareness. He was looking both ways.
Really good stuff there from Rain. Right, I thought he was going to flank all the way around apartments. When I caught him on the flank, it looked like he was going to go B apartments behind. He's actually opted for short. That's given him a lot more mobility in this situation in that 2-on-1. Bit and Electronic, they've done a very good job in this round, right, to claw it back, because throughout all of this, right, we're talking about the duels that are getting isolated. Faze had everybody on the site. It's quite clear here, the first 2 gun rounds, Navi, well, not the first 2, the last 2 gun rounds, Navi are trying to punish this B bomb set. They're trying to punish Carrigan, right? That's one of the things here that you could look as a weakness for that CT side of Faze. And his boys backed him up in a big way.
Oh, Twist this time, he's got the 3-man mid to contend with. Same util he's been used to, but this time plenty more behind it. Incendiary should force Boomich to tuck in. And they're going for a walk into the apps. A miss from Olaf costs him his life. Carrigan now called upon to hold that B site safe. The mollies whistle past his ear. Could have the element of surprise here. That smoke's pretty smart. It will enable them to stray through the window without Carrigan having any way to contest.
They're heavy rotating again, right? It's just this B pressure that they want to keep on. Twist is helping out. Brokey's playing in float. Rain's pushing A ramp right now, so there is info to Faze, or info for Faze to work with. And a minute on the clock, so Rain's push could be absolutely everything here. The fact that he's playing to contain right now and not pushing forward, he can catch them in a potential multi-kill environment as they come on back, and it looks like they're heading towards A.
Okay. God, Rain would have to do an awful lot here. And he's having a look, And finds Boomich, doesn't quite get the bullets in the right direction. Navi now a 2-man advantage. And the head impact to B. Carrigan pulling up his socks, preparing to try and contribute on the A. And Perfecto and Bit to sell this fake. They're playing some great CS here, Navi.
They can almost walk in for free right now. It's just Carrigan that they have to negate over towards short.
Making it look as convincing as possible. Carrigan caught out. Bit even the one to find it. Oh no, Brokey.
Nade is looking good.
Magnet on his head. He's caught it. Now a question of preserving that AWP, preserving his life. And already the hunt is on. Electronic, nose to the ground, sniffing him out, tracking those steps. Perfecto, oh dear. And Twist's got so much to do. Going to be peeked upon, and another from Bit looking very, very good. 6 frags so far for the newest edition. And Navi up to 5.
Yeah, if that was ever going to go wrong, it was Carrigan getting a multi-kill from that short position, or Rain. Look, I said he was playing to contain, and as I've said that, of course, he started to move forward, right, and search for a little bit more info. The fact is the timing of that and the awareness of Navi that ruined that round, and the opening from Electronic on those B apartments. So, good stuff here from Navi. It's looking tidy. Scoreline 5-2. Money's going to be in question right now for Faze.
already getting back into the fray. Looks like a quick, aggressive glance has left Bit a little low. And he's pushing in. Oh, taking a chance, taking a head. Disappearing in the smoke. That's a start. A big start. And trying to claw it back is Electronic. Catches Rain on the mantle up. And oh, the AKs are filling the feed now. Problems for the CTs. And it's Roki's Deagle that continues to find damage. Caught out on the Electronic peak. He's very, very peaky today. Leaves Twists and Carrigan. Navi not wants to throw this lead away. He's got the info. We need that. Oh, does tag up Simple. Electronic as well. Whittled down. Great shots from Twist. Every bullet connected there. Boomich is fully into the B site. Now that's interesting. And dropping smokes as well. No, that doesn't convince them, or will it? It should. They'll bite on that bait. Simple just parked the bus on ramp. But Carrigan running in. Boomich doing it all. Twist is on the wrong part of the map to continue to contribute despite all those great shots. Simple just biding his time and enables a free and safe plant on the A site.
Twist gets this. There's still a bit of a chance here. Oh,
my God, imagine.
Warning shot onto Simple now, so between a bit of a rock and a hard place here, and Twist knows which side it is, so starting to pivot over towards A. It is an open plant. They can both come through window behind Twist, who's actually been able to get close towards the bomb site here.
Yeah, they've gone to completely guarantee this one. They could peek from short and connector respectively. You'd need that long-range Deagle. Simple's not interested. Playing it very smart there, Navi, and it does post the 6th. Solid resistance out of Faze. They gave it everything it was worth. But this CT side is having its fair share of woes. Navi just very regimented.
Look, and this is the thing, right? This is where it starts getting hard to make the conversation for FaZe. When it was Ancient and it was 11-1 down against Gambit and they're on the T side, okay, sure. We know that their T sides aren't fantastic, but now that it is the CT half, they've only got 2 rounds so far. I feel like they're going to need 9. They need to step up in a very big way with their CT halves.
They want to fight mid, I think. At least that incendiary implies it. Having a look, swinging out, and they were ready. Far too prepared and just taking some gambles, taking some risks. Olof falling flat as well. Looked like a couple of Hail Mary plays there out of FaZe Clan. It's not like they're slouches on this map. Performances prior was heroic on that list for sure. Vitality were there too. We've seen their Mirage successful in the past, but it seems Navi have definitely got their number, and that conversation about prep will come in.
They're just not giving anything up here. Right now, they're always playing the numbers so well, and FaZe are left searching. Carrigan has to stroll out into mid. Look at all the angles he has to worry about. Underpass, there could be a player towards that bench, top mid. He's lucky to get away with his life here. So it's decent info, but it gives them nothing. There's still a minute left on the clock right now, and Navi are moving those chess pieces around the map. Simple bit. They're going to be joined right now by Boomich, who's flirting through spawn. And there it is. Eventually, they have to find some info, right? The CTs can't just sit and wait. You either gamble or you search for frags. And, well, Carrigan goes down. Rain has to do it all. There's the first. Simple falls. He's through the smoke. Spammed on down. Bit mops that one up. And now it's just Brokey, who I'm sure wants to save. But I don't think Perfecto is going to allow it. Quick from Brokey. That's all about survival now.
Yeah, look at the braveness. Is he actually just planning open, despite Brokey being spotted on B? Damn. Got to be brave to do that. Brokey looks the wrong way. Quick to snap. And perhaps the elevated position on the bench is going to catch him out. It's Electronic peeking that headshot angle. So quick on this AWP. He opted to tuck in onto that ladder room. I'm not sure the hunt really will advance past this point. They'll let him have it.
Oh, there's a molly coming here. Brokey might burn.
Oh, he is. He's been forced in. Spoke too soon. They find him. Perfect play and nice movement as well from Boomich for the retrieve.
Okay.
Oopsie doopsie.
It's okay. It's all right, Boomich. That's all right. We had a BMS. We had BMS do that early in the tournament. He got an ace and then he died in the Molotov. It's all right. We'll let you off the hook with that one.
Style points, though, for sure.
Yeah, and the fact they take that away is huge, because just take a look during this second time out of FaZe here, where the economy is at, where the money situation is. They're working with very little. It's max loss bonus, right? 3,400. They can only take a partial buy. And on that Deagle round before, yeah, Twist had a kill. Rain pushed up through the ramp. He caught out Bit within the smoke. They can go for another round like that. And it's not out of the realms of possibility for FaZe to convert those. But it's just not looking good. 7-2 scoreline. Navi looking extremely regimented. This is where the whispers in the hallways can start about that G2 versus Navi grand final. IEM Katowice 2020, where we left off on LAN. Navi absolutely destroyed G2. And It's a different looking roster now. Nico's in the mix, but the same can be said for Navi.
Yeah.
No longer Flamey, upgrade a bit in the server. Focus on in round number 10. A bit of aggression through middle here and just hoping to hit a couple of bangers. Nobody's head presents itself, and slinking out of mid will be Faze. They've gone for an A-side lean this time round. It is just Carrigan over towards short. Rain, Brokey, Twist, and Olaf all reside on A. It looks like they might have missed the party on this one.
But yeah, kind of crazy that that Counter-Strike narrative could just be returned to like 500 days later.
Imagine if Navi go in and just slap G2 down again. It's like nothing happened. We all just were in a coma. We wake up and, well, business as usual.
Business as usual up mid for Boomich. Double in. Bomb into B. The rest cowering on the A side with their armored Deegs.
If you can just avoid your opponent like this, you know, it's an easy way to win some rounds. Navi are about to win the half. The bomb goes down. The 40 seconds starts. How many more kills do they want? They could just rip away a couple of heads here. Bit's close.
Yeah, I think he's just got the freedom to go hunting as best he can. Will connect another well-managed spray. Grabs himself an 8th frag and Twists will at least put him down and keep him honest. It's short-lived. Boomich is still top mid as the bomb's ticking away at B.
The thing is, it's like a consolation. It's like, all right, well, you can add that number next to your name. That's great for the stats, but we know exactly where you are, and everybody else is coming to kill you. Like Faze, they you know, trying to survive, and Navi are already hunting, and it's against pistols. You know, we're normally like, oh, don't give them the AKs. You know, don't give. Navi don't care. We're just going to kill all of you. We'll get the bomb down. We'll do the objective, and we'll get all the frags. They're doing both. They're ticking all the boxes right now, Navi. But resistance from Faze, it needs to be felt right here, right now. Brokey back into the AWP. We've seen that impact. We're going to need to see more of it.
Mid control is theirs. You can see Brokey wanted to have a little look, but denied by the flash and smoke. Looking so clinical.
You know that conditioning on the B bomb site we were talking about here? Hold up a second. Oh, Twist has fallen through the smoke. Boomich is doing fantastic on these entries. That conditioning over towards B that I was talking about, Carrigan's called their bluff. He actually put his lion's share of his forces over towards A.
And they are coming through. Olaf kept very honest so far on the A site. Perfecto making no secret of his pallet's presence, but already they're out the side. Oh, chance goes awry. Electronic just so quick. He was second to pull the trigger, but still gets the frag. Rain paid a heavy price for that first, and now on the retreat, tagged up. What are they supposed to do, Chad?
Desperation stations right now. The thing is, they don't have anything to work with. They wanted to save. That wasn't going to happen again. Bit was already locking down those rotations. Right? They're stacking the right site. They can't win the round. Right? They're calling the bluff. They've been conditioned in that B bomb site. Well, they're not stacking it. They're not throwing the AWP over there. They're hoping that Navi stick with the game plan. And this is just falling apart right now. There's no other way to put it. I think with the scoreline at 9-2, it's going to have to be desperation stations on the CT side to scrap together as many as you can. I said 9 on the CT half. You look back at some of these Faze results, they're talking like 11 rounds on their CT sides in 2 out of those 3 matches they've won in Cologne. Right? Yeah. That's 11 rounds on the CT side. Right now we're looking at 2. I don't know if you guys need me to do the maths for you, but that's not even close.
And it doesn't detract from the fairy tale that Faze have lived, you know? I mean, not all fairy tales have a happily ever after.
Thank God.
Do they? Maybe they do.
Well, the ones in children's books do.
More of the kind of grim tales. I'm talking Brothers Grimm here.
Well, this time it's all 5 members of Navi in middle. They can pivot wherever they want. Simple leading the charge up towards Catwalk. Gets a molly to buy some time for him.
Aesop Fable, perhaps.
Is that ASAP Rocky? Or?
No, that's someone else.
Okay.
But lessons to be learned in those fables. And Simple, he clears his corners. He's got the angle management of a god, so...
Unless he gets baited in. Oh, never mind.
Here he comes. Here he come. Simple, he's already up and waiting for his squad to join him. They strafe in, he'll collect, and that's 10. Carrigan, with it all to do, being cleared out, and it is just so easy for Simple.
Let him look for it. Let him look for the ace, right? We spoke about it. One more, he breaks the record. He may as well go hunting now. That's 3 kills to enter the B bomb site. He's even moving through market at this juncture, looking for more heads.
1 magazine as well. Could have reloaded.
Yeah, don't reload. Keep those 11 bullets. Get it done in 1.
Oh, hoi, hoi, hoi. Rain's going to give it to him. Posted up on the line a little bit.
He knows where Rain is now.
He knows where he is. Comes in and Rain will deny. Would have loved the AK, and perhaps that's going to be the objective of Twist now in his survival simulator. Electronic with his knife out. Bit collects another. And this is doing wonders for Navi and their confidence. Just looking, setting their sights. Got the blinkers on now for that grand final and a rematch A year and a half later, against the very same team with a little bit of a different flavor, G2 Navi was our Calavinta 2020 Grand Final. And to see it returned on the first land back after the pandemic has thrust us online, there is some poetry certainly in play. Fan cams, like great to see you boys supporting from around the world. Navi definitely have got fans from all over the globe. Karrigan's managed to do some damage, as has Twist. What are they up to? Oh, that's aggressive. You said they had to be going for something a little out of the box. That's an aggressive maneuver, and it may not even translate. He just pushes through the smoke. Oh, Twist is going to be feeling a little frustrated after that one.
Oh, you can't find yourself in a 2-on-4 and drop the ball like that. This is for Navi looking for 11. Faze, if they want to salvage the half, this is the perfect round to do so.
Broky's got to close it out for him. He is their pillar of consistency and of that star power. He's got his perfect weapon for the job. He seems so paranoid, though. Doesn't want to add another drive-by Boomich situation and just walking in, no contact.
Yeah, he's not looking anymore. He was in the right position over towards jungle.
B.
Yeah, and now they can walk onto the side. They even have 2 smokes. Electronic can smoke towards connector or CT. Perfecto can smoke the other. They can even just drop the smoke on the site and plant within it if they're really that worried. You can see them working it out now. Bomb's going to get thrown on down off the balcony. It can get planted. Electronic stays in the power position. And guess what, Brokey? You rotated to the wrong side, my friend. Maybe it is just a save unless Olaf can find you a kill.
Whoa. He's a bad taste in his mouth.
They kept another smoke on Perfecto that's now been deployed. That surely locks the door on this. Olaf just ahead of it. They might not expect him here now.
That is a slight opportunity. A smoke for the Palace position. Electronics ahead of it. Got to clear their corners. Tucked in tight. That's the jewel Olaf provides. And a tag as well. They know where he is. This is the round Faze need. And Olaf secures it for him. Just in the nick of time. Okay. Converting despite the 2v4 becoming down, right down to the 2v2.
Oh, really just sprung that right there. I think Olaf playing ahead of the smoke as it lands on connector is everything, because if he doesn't, they go through and probably have to be a bit noisier about it. And what that also allows is Brokey to stroll through. Right, this is how it all went down. Thank God Faze converted this. They won the duel out head and shoulders here over Navi. Simple goes down. At this point, you're thinking it's all done and dusted. Electronic comes through and punishes. Perfecto grabs one, but this is great from Olaf. Gets himself his 4th kill and the defuse, so now they're on the board here. And remember, I said 5. If we get 5, maybe there's a conversation to be had here. That is the magic number for Faze right now and the best that they can muster.
A little bit. Oh, playing well above his years here. Karrigan will keep things level. And that's crucial. He will be channeled to the B side of the map, and I don't think Navi are going to be willing to contest that. So at least there's a degree of certainty. They're not going to be on the wrong side of the map this time.
Yeah, it's crazy that Karrigan's actually gone forward, and it looks like he's going to keep on pushing. He's booked Navi with this push right now. I think they're expecting respect out of Karrigan, but that's not the case whatever. And Twister's going to be rotating over. There'll be 3 players from Faze on this A site and a flank coming in.
Brokey just happy to know that he's on the right side here, tucking in towards the triple. Got so many angles to be concerned about. Karrigan. Oh, a chance. Oh, Boomich, he's just so swift. Comes around the corner, the Boomich peak.
They're always jumping. You know, he's always making
every
himself
time
difficult to hit, and he didn't have the MAC-10 there. It's the AK-47. Lands, hits the shot, and now the round's open for business once more.
Oh, man, that was such a certainty Karrigan had secured for his squad. He just loses it. Now Boomich, look how far he's teleported.
And it's forced the rotation and twist down. They need to respect the B bomb site.
They spoke too soon.
There's 30 seconds left on the clock, and it looks like they still want to head towards A, which is good because Brokey still has the AWP here. And the one smoke left over right now from Electronic is going to be from Palace, so they can't really use it to smoke CT spawn easily. There is a chance for Faze in this one still.
And if he's holding this ramp fight, it will be AWP v AWP. We get to see that Brokey simple head-to-head. Oh, he's got the info and does pull the trigger. This time onto Perfecto as he crosses back, and Rain does finish the job. It's Simple's Deagle, doesn't matter what weapon. Brokey's got so much to do. He'd love to deny that plant. It's on the triple. Electronic to babysit, and he just doesn't have a chance. Electronic knocks him down with a double, and that will be Navi's 11th. They are just doing everything right.
How much more? Yeah.
Like you know, they're 4 ramp. What do? Well, one thing that would ruin this A commit is if someone had the info and was flanking.
That's twice now, though, that they've caught out more aggressive maneuvers of Faze. This one right here, like, that's nuts. How's Boomich pulling that off? I remember Rain, when he pushed ramp on the CT side, he was containing and then he's pushed and he's actually walked in and it gone down. So every single time it's looked like Faze have had a power position, it's been dropped.
Navi looks so good. I mean, they've always been a contender, but I really do believe that Gambit's rise to power has really just awoken something within this roster, as well as Bit's arrival.
Well, here comes a push again. It's aggressive maneuver. They might catch Simple off. He's rotating back in now, and he's not ready for that.
Now that's something.
It's just so hard to get your hopes up in these situations. It's not like FaZe haven't had openings so far, and when the scoreline looks as grim as 11-3, what are they meant to do? Bit's taking space. Looks like he's going to get away with it as well. Carrigan not peeking around that corner. On another aggressive mission right now, Rain and Twist pushing in towards Palace. They're just clearing everything out.
Yeah. And in this final round, it could very well pay off. Perfecto's elevated position to line up his smoke, so though Rain is pushed up, unless he goes for a flank, he just won't be there to contribute. He's going to have to pull up his socks and get that flank going now. Oh, too late. They're into the site. Twist with a lot to do on default. He's just holding his nerve. Olof's defended the first. Bit's down. They're swinging now. Twist looking the wrong way. So are they. A chance, and he strikes for both. Nearly the third. Perfecto dink. Carrigan finishes it off. 11-4. We'll see how deceptive it is. I'm not so sure. Navi just 5 rounds away from locking in that rematch. G2 Navi head-to-head could just be 5 rounds away.
So this game is for you guys to listen to some sounds from the group stage of IEM Cologne, and I want you to tell me which player made the sound and their team.
Okay.
Everyone's still in place.
That's Haji at this event.
Well, I don't think so. I think someone from NIP. We heard this when we were doing warm-up.
I'm sure it's Device. You sure? I'm sure it's Device.
Let's go Device. Device, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's over!
What is this language, first of all?
I don't know, it sounds like Danish.
Swedish, Danish, or something like that? No, maybe Astralis?
It's like Vitality against Fury, and they were always screaming, I remember.
Sounds Apex.
Yeah, it does sound like Apex, huh?
It's over!
Very cool.
Imagine not being able to recognize French when you have French people all around us.
Who is it?
The only other person capable of making that noise is Finn.
Most of the Canadian.
No, Canadian.
Maybe it's LDLC. We're gonna go for LDLC? Let's go for LDLC.
Okay, let's go.
Oh my, Haji.
I forgot they were even at the event. The fuck?
Okay, this one is 100% renegades against OG. That's it. Don't stop, don't stop. 100% renegades against OG.
It's Astralis or NIP, yeah.
Yeah, well actually Astralis makes more sense.
I was trying to decipher what was happening.
I think it's Renegades.
I think Renegades too.
Oh, it's Renegades.
Nice.
How much French teams are gonna be here?
Sounds French again.
Feels like Apex again, yeah?
Maybe LDLC again, no?
Maybe.
Okay, this is Vitality, right?
Yeah. It's Apex.
Yeah, for sure.
Putain.
FaZe Clan have done the impossible time after time here at IEM Cologne 2021. Yes, we have returned to LAN, and so have they. The form they have displayed, demonstration that experience can trump the motivated young. But now they're meeting the final boss. And I'm not talking about Simple, I'm talking about his whole squad. He's always been preaching about winning as a team. Mirage, the frag distribution and embodiment of that. And we're ready to see if this is going to be the final chapter in the FaZe Clan LAN run. Semi-finals. And grand finals loom for Navi. 11, touching distance. Let's see if Carrigan's calls can get them any further. He says he's been identifying the issues on their T side, and he believes it lies with him.
Well, Rush B, that's one way to go about things.
It is a strat. 1x bet have given the odds. It certainly does line and feel that way to many of us, and they are sailing into the site. That's not bad. It's all about this first blood. Who will go down? The answer is Carrigan.
Trying to make that space, and now it's Rain under pressure here. There's a flash coming in. He's blind around the corner they go. Electronic decapitates him, and the pressure now it's on.
Yeah, it's so perfect. Look at this. You just can't peek. Everyone that exposes themselves is eliminated. Brokey's got so much to do. Angles everything every time. Simple this time hits the shot, and it's only Olof. They'll run him down, whittle away, add his health, and Navi will manage 12. A flash on short as well. Like, not only have you just lost Carrigan, he's doing everything he can. He's there to contain that part of the map. Screen goes white. 5v3, the rest just a formality.
Yeah, you're hoping really that you can get that first kill on towards the B bomb site and snowball from there, you know, get the numbers up, start trading a little bit more efficiently. But when you lose the first two in this kind of a fashion, it's all over Red Rover. And, well, the force buy will come through from Faze. It's looking like they're impending doom right now. And yeah, you spoke about the fairy tale run. Look, it's been great to see a resurgence out of them. It's been great to see them push teams all throughout, but this is a different story right here. It's looking like the same Navi who bulldozed through Katowice. They've been able to get 2 AKs, like a Lil, a couple of Deagles in the mix. There's some utility to work with as well. Olof playing spoiler towards the underpass. Image is going to get flashed forward here from Simple. Peeks on out, gets the first and trades it up. That's one of the AKs on the deck here.
He's got a full belt of util as well, so can't afford to go down. Oh, Electronic gets the info. He'll have spotted the bomb perhaps as well. I think he spotted both. And oh, Brokey does contribute. That's huge. Olof confirms Electronic is not only low, but on the stairs. They'll start to forge a path into the site. They'd love to be getting that plant down early, force the fight. Fecto's actually dropping his own smoke, and that's going to enable a bit of a push. They'll try and plant within it. Fecto will not be able to contest with more than a nade. Brokey, I love this.
This could be huge right now.
Really
this could be huge.
Bit staring at him. He's lingering in the smoke. And that's his chance. Will he get both? He does. The last few bullets sail into the head of Bit. And Brokey, 4 frags. He's done it all. That's why you put the AK on him. And Perfecto left isolated in CT. Faze, what a response. And is that Faze winning a second round force?
Yeah, they haven't won many of these. I think they grabbed one yesterday, maybe. Haven't really been keeping my finger on the pulse of that count so much, but
coming into the quarterfinal,
very rare.
Coming into the quarterfinal for the uninitiated, Faze had not found any. No second round force buy conversions. This is quite the time to pull it out.
Yeah, and right here, if we want to even start having the conversation, this feels compulsory right now. They actually have an opportunity. If they can break Navi here in what will be the force buy wars, the fact that Perfecto gets to hold on to that AUG, you're going to see Navi likely invest into this. Now, like I said, if FaZe can win out the force buy wars, then they're going to get themselves up to 6 with almost a guaranteed 7. This was the initial trade, and that's how they love to use Boomage. MP9 in hand, flashing forward for info. It went well there, but this is the difference maker. Brokey taking down Simple, and then making this type of a maneuver. This is huge. That round winning, right? There's no way around it. Huge play from Brokey right there, keeping it cool. Giving the AUG to Simple. Perfecto. He knows whose hands it belongs in, and he's only going to find himself down there with a Deagle. Bit more of a B presence right now out of Navi. Bit and Simple in tandem over towards short. Perfecto doing his standard jump peek over towards Van. And right now, FaZe is setting up for what looks like it will be a B finish. Rain has this mid presence. The Perfecto Molotov might stall them out on the hit. Smokes and flashes look like they're coming over now.
Simple's going to be in the right place with that armored AUG. Looking to be the superhero. We know he can be. Carrigan the first to fall as well. Perfecto delaying. And perhaps FaZe falling at this hurdle. So much damage inflicted from that AUG. Look at their bodies.
Rain's flanking right now. He needs to be quick.
He needs to be very quick. He needs to find more than just one. There it is. Double from Rain. What a contribution. Tagged up as well, though. There is no guarantees here. Olof holds it to the nerve. He's still there, very low, being run down, still finds the headshot. It's chaos on the site. Electronic can come up clutch, and he doesn't. Just like that, it's Olof with the triple. He had 8 HP for 2 of those. And that was hard to keep track of, never mind for the observers, but for all of us at home, they have broken Navi.
Oof, and that right there has to be on Rain. Like, I'm just watching him in top mid control. The timing on that was absolutely everything. If more damage was done, this is him coming around the corner and both of them just exposed. Look, they're softened up, they're easy kills, but they are very important frags right there. And Olof keeping his cool. Then this one converts. Electronic has the worst weapon for the job, and they survive. Now it will be just a couple of P250s, a Deagle, and some USPs. This one can calm down for a moment. Faze, if they just play this one by the book, they've already got themselves some mid-control. They've got those AK-47s out, plenty of utility to work with right here. Just need to avoid that Deagle is simple. And they should be able to convert themselves their 7th. They're heading back towards A, but right now I don't know what has spurred Navi to go for the stack. Simple, he's over towards Ticket. Electronic and Boomich are already in the site. Perfecto over towards Jungle, and Bit, he's in window. So all the forces of Navi's defense will be here. It just comes down to the weaponry. Huge disadvantage. Need to be some banger of shots right now.
Walking into the quote-unquote trap. We'll see how much it hurts. Molly should force Electronic's hand out, and they'll clear their corners. Oh, that's all off court, but good catch and trade. It's Perfecto that's gone unchecked on that stairs, and catches a glimpse of Brokey. I don't think he saw the same. So P250 does execute Brokey. They're making this one work. They're making this one hurt. So does that nade. Damn. Perfecto working with just a scrap of health now, and Bit just that USP. Does upgrade to the Deagle for this swing, and if he hits that first bullet, he could have had a chance. Perfecto dancing around and will be found. Okay, Faze 7, but 2 frags from the Navi Eco.
Okay, so that's it. That's the gimme, right? That's the one that Faze gets. Now it's about grinding out these T-sided rounds. And let's just point it out for everybody playing at home, the T-sided rounds for Faze in this tournament have not been great. This is where they need to start calling like they were an overpass yesterday on Inferno, where Carrigan was just calling circles around Nafany. I don't think that's going to be as easy to do, but they get a buffer going into round number 20. There's no simple AWP to be that thorn in the side. Actually, it's literally just simple with an M4. He doesn't even have any utility. So it's going to be a different looking CT setup here from Navi.
Looks like a quick one. Look
fast.
at the pace. Yeah, Simple's tucked in on that box. They're not even going to check him, and enables Boomich and Simple to already thrust Faze into a 3v5. More fights to be provided. They're up ramp. Simple tucked in dark. They know where he is. He looks like he wants to re-aggress off of his flash, and he's got nothing to report. Brokey's the one to house them. Electronic, oh, he's going to ruin their day. This is going to be a real dampener. Holds the line perfectly. Clotheslines rain. Carrigan has to press pause, and that's really, they have to call upon Brokey.
If Carrigan keeps going, he's going to lose the bomb as well. He needs to be really careful.
Yeah,
well, that's it.
That should be it. 13 found by Navi, just like that. Straight back into the control.
That right there, unfortunately for FaZe, the fact that they went so fast played into the really lacking utility from Navi. Simple was just playing a heads-up position. He didn't have to faff around with any utility. Look at this, drop on in, M4 works, right? Boomich has already done everything baiting for him, and that setup, it stalls FaZe out. They can't push through, they have to drop back. Electronic reacts very quickly. He closes the door on any rotation possibility, and that's huge from Electronic. That is massive. Oh, FaZe are hurting. Look at this buy, it's scrapped together.
And Boomich is on walkabout, trying to be baited in by Bit. Aware there's a timer on his presence mid. They could be through underpass, and it doesn't look like there's a campaign from Rain and on off. 4 members of FaZe test middle. Boomich confirms his presence. Util to be dropped. Electronic drops one of his own, and oh, he heard that. He heard the jump across. That's a cancel. He knows the light angle will be held now.
It's going to stall them out, but it's also going to keep Electronic planted just looking at this smoke. This little nade tickles up Olaf, and he will rescind from the window room now, leaving Boomich to deal with both that and the connector pushed. And it's also forced FaZe away. You can see they're backing off to get that bomb that was down towards the B apartments. And with the limited utility they have, maybe they want to pivot for a B finish. Perfecto, as part of this B setup, is on the balcony. He has Bit up close and personal as well. And Bit has a lot of nades here. A smoke, a Molotov, a flash. On the jump, they can almost deny this with utility alone.
40 seconds. That's the util you were talking about. That's before FaZe have shown too much of their face. Twist does drop.
Oh, they have to go through, they have to go through.
And Perfecto's in such a good position. Only kept honest with one. They know Bit's close. Damage inflicted. Olaf will fall. Boomich supporting as best he can. Will be traded. Okay, 3v2. Running out of time here. Brokey and Twisto, the best candidates, the best aimers on this squad. Brokey caught out, looking for the transfer. Boomich can't. Oh, and Simple tags him up. He knows where you are. Tries to swing out. It's Brave in the 1v1. Simple trying to dunk him. It looks perfect. He's calculated, done the maths, and he knocks him down. 1v1, one with the HE. Oh, Twist nearly had something there. Twist just holding the line, or rather Simple holding the line. It's the nade that secures 14.
It was a good crack there from Twist, right? Those 2 shots that he gets, we're getting to decide to turn it into a one-on-one. Almost hits that one onto Simple. It looked very, very likely, but now I guess the only positive we can take from that round for FaZe is the fact they got the bomb down. It's going to keep them in a range where they can get out at least 1 AK. But now the question is, do we want to force buy with everything we have right now? 2,400 is the loss bonus in that next round of play. We lose that, we have pennies on the dollar. We have absolutely nothing, and there you go, you can see the call. Twist has bought the AK, he's got the head armor. This is really on Twist. He wanted to be the star, and look, this is a massive mountain to climb, but if he wanted to show up right now, it'd be a massive, massive opportunity for that AK to do some work. Here's the highlights again.
Yeah, I mean, close, real close, but no cigar here. Great shot onto Electronic. Contributes his third, and it was just Simple holding this tight line. 10 seconds, he knows he has to plant close.
Oh,
off him. It
literally
actually
hits him.
bounces off him. Doesn't matter whether it's weapons or grenades. He's got the aim.
Well, here we go. This is all in for FaZe right now. You know what the stakes are. Loss bonus of 2,400 means they won't be able to buy a lot. It'll just be pistol upgrades and over towards mid quick. Lots of nades towards window.
There's Electronic off to. Off the flash, they're lined up. Oh, and it just a catastrophe for FaZe. Twists, that AK we discussed, does fill the feed for some. And Twist could be caught. Simple doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger. It's over now. Brokey's Deagle, however, looking to voice concerns. He hit the banger, can't hit the easy close. It's Boomich that secures 15. And Navi have stabilized now here on Mirage.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe we are 1 round away right now from getting that Navi versus G2 Grand Final again. It just, you go through all the likelihoods, right? You go through all the teams in attendance. The brackets had to work out perfectly. And the fact that that one is on the agenda, right? It is. This is another matter of time, Matt.
Navi could be back-to-back LAN champs.
That's crazy, right? You know, that's crazy. All the stuff we were talking about, the Navi era, like the conversation. Okay, yeah, they sold out for a bit online. We all took a bit of time, and now we are here again to see them get to the grand final one more time. Just one more round here from Navi. What a showing this has been. All their maps so far, all their series so far, they've dropped one. This time it's looking 2-0. They get to the playoffs, they're looking almost unstoppable. And they're not backing down. Aggression to punish FaZe. Electronic with 2 huge kills.
Flashed himself out. Like, that was it. Just the little underhand jobby, swing on it perfectly, and let's... Oh.
Yeah, that's the buy I was talking about. That's the 2,400. There's no plant, nothing to do here, FaZe. This is it. Do or die.
Navi want to finish this one with style. Electronic mantles up, stands, and only delivers the one. They're bleeding, though, as Bit will finish the job. Karrakin just charging through the smoke. They know it's over, and so do we. Finishing it with style, looking for the no-scope. It's finished off, and that's 16. Navi versus G2, the rematch. Looking for the back-to-back in LAN, 500 days 7.